everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello. Welcome. My name is Sarah. I am a yoga instructor and a college student, and today I am going to be taking you guys along, bringing you guys along for my April plan with me. I am super excited for you all to get to see this spread. It turned out better than any spread I ever could have imagined. So I really hope you guys enjoy, and I'm going to go ahead and let the voiceover get straight into it. Hello, everyone. I cannot believe it's April, and here are some kitty purrs. Oh, of course she stops purring as soon as I bring over the camera to her. So it is April. Tomorrow is April 1st, and that means it is my kitty's 4th birthday on Thursday or April 1st, and I'm so happy for her to be turning 4. I still can't believe she's been in my life for as long as she has. All of these 4 years, I don't know what I would do without her. But enough about her. Let's move on to the spread. Happy April. I hope you had an amazing March, and I still can't believe that it's been a year. Like, wrapping my brain around that it's already April. Like, I feel like we just celebrated Easter like a month ago, if you know what I mean. But anyways, so I decided to go with this bee theme. I originally was going to try something a little bit more springy with flowers or an Easter theme, and every time I tried drawing it, I just couldn't get the vision of what was in my head onto the page. And a couple days ago, I was like, I really need to record this video, otherwise I'm not going to have it ready by Wednesday. And I was like, just do bees. And I've tried a bee theme before, and it turned out absolutely terrible, or at least in my opinion, terrible. I will insert a picture of what that looks like. I just felt like it wasn't what was in my head, and I just actually didn't even want to look at it. Whereas this one, I am absolutely in love with. I think it looks amazing. I loved that I used the mustardy yellow, orangish yellow, and yellow. These are some of my favorite colors. Yellow just screams happiness and warmth, and I'm just so happy that I thought of this theme, even if it was rushed to do to get it recorded. I just think it turned out fabulous. And as you see, we did do a lot of honeycombs throughout this spread. It was my main idea for the spread. And to bring in the quote page, of course, we always try to have a quote page, is kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul. This is a Proverbs 6:24 quote, and I really like that it kind of has nothing to do with the Bible or religion. So even if you aren't religious, you can still like and enjoy this quote without feeling like you are associating with religion. But anyway, so moving on. We are now moving on into my monthly spread or my monthly calendar. The calendar itself is 5 by 5. So all of the squares inside the calendar are 5 down and 5 across. And this just makes it really easy to not only fit on the page, but to also kind of just make everything have symmetry and to give me enough space to actually get to write down anything that is going to be inside the monthly spread, while also giving me enough space to put my mood tracker on this page. I tried this out last month where I put my mood tracker and my monthly calendar on the same spread, and I absolutely loved it. I loved how frequently I came back to it. I was looking at it and was looking at the month as a whole instead of week by week. So the honeycombs, they aren't hard at all. Basically, they are 4 by 4 squares. So if you took a square on your bullet journal and drew a square of 4, starting on that left side of the square, you would just draw three dots, and then you would go to the other end of the square and draw 3 dots. So there should be 3 dots without any lines on in the middle of it, and then you're going to go to that middle dot, so that third empty dot, or the second empty dot, the one right in the middle, and you're gonna go up one to the top, draw a little dot, and go to the same, that fourth line down at the bottom and draw a little dot, but of course in the middle of the 3 that don't have lines on them, and then just connect those to the other ones. I don't know if that made sense, but I thought I'd try to inform you guys of how exactly I did that. It really wasn't hard at all, but it did take up a lot of space, so I did kind of shorten them or make them smaller on the next page. And so for my pins, the pin I'm currently using for black, that is my Sharpie fine tip pin. It is my go-to black pin. I absolutely love this pin for outlining and for kind of just making it the main kind of black that I use on my spread. And then this yellow pin that I am currently using, this is a pin that I don't normally use. I only have like 5 of them. It is a Tombow brush, a Tombow dual brush. I don't even know exactly what they're called because I don't normally use them, but I have a few, so I thought when I can use them, I might as well give them a try, and honestly, I really like them. So if you have the money to go and spend on them, I say do it. They're really nice, but if you don't, there is another pen that I highly recommend. It is the pen that I have been using for all 7 years that I have been bullet journaling, and it is the Crayola Super Tip pen. These pens are 10 out of 10. I love them. It's the color that I used for that mustardy yellow and that orangish yellow. Honestly, they are go-to. They rock my world in terms of bullet journaling. So moving on to what we are doing now, this is my meal and grocery list along with my income and expense log. I like to keep these two right next to each other. That way when I go grocery shopping, I remind myself to kind of put those in there so I'm not losing track of what I'm spending my money on. But also I like to have 5 meals that I come back to throughout the month that I have a set grocery list for. Even if I'm not using those meals and I'm changing up I'm using the ingredients to create something else, it really just makes me have some structure, but also have some new creative fun at the beginning of every month. I'm thinking of doing a little bit of a different kind of bullet journal where I go in and like fill everything out for you all. So like this video if you think that would be a fun video to watch, just me kind of planning out the things that I have left blank in this video. And now we are moving into my habit tracker and my sleep tracker. I love my sleep tracker. Honestly, it's one of my favorite spreads. I think it turns out looking fabulous at the end of the month. But I also like to see how it affects my day, how it's affecting my mood, and my how it affects my ability to want to do my habits and do my schoolwork. And so moving on to the habit tracker, I really wanted to do something that was out of the box. I searched Pinterest for all of these cute ideas of habit, just your typical habit tracker with the calendar and the honeycomb like surrounding the calendar. And then I decided, what if instead of a calendar, I did 30 honeycombs for each habit that I'm doing. And do I regret doing this? Probably. This was a lot of work. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 habits. So that meant I had to draw 150. Yeah, I had to draw 150 little honeycombs. And sorry, I don't know the actual name. We're just calling them honeycombs because this is a bee theme. Why not call them honeycombs? It was a lot. Definitely doing it in pen and in pencil. So for this video, I did kind of just go ahead and just do the outline of them because I did record this video pretty late in the week and very close to when this video needs to go live. So I thought it would be easier and quicker so I didn't lose daylight while recording to just save the lines in the middle for off camera. You will get to see this in the final flip through, so you'll have to stick to the end of the video to see how these honeycombs on my habit tracker actually turned out. And I highly recommend sticking around because this tracker turned out fabulous. So this is my weekly spread. I do these little Dutch doors at the bottom of the page. It's just 12 dots high, and then I kind of tier each page. So like, for example, that 4th week I don't cut. The 3rd week I cut in 3 times the 3 dots. The 2nd week I cut in 6 dots, and then the 1st week I cut in 9 dots, so I get that tiered effect so I can write down my classes for each week. So for example, in that I'll put like my classes, and I'll put everything that's due for this month there at the bottom of the page. And moving on to the actual spread, instead of just my Dutch doors, I really like doing this kind of full page spread for each day of the week. This really allows me to have as much space as possible, and I was trying to think of a way to incorporate the honey theme into this other than just the colors. So I did go with just a few honeycombs, and I kind of did those color splodges in the middle of them. I am going to keep that part of the spread the same as I move on to like next week's spread or the following week's spread, but I think I am going to put the day of the week on the other side where the line is. So I'm gonna like erase the line and then write like Monday in the line on the other side so I can really see it, and then come over to the color spread, the color splodge, to see what the day of the month is. But so this is going to be it for this voiceover. We are going to get into the final flip through here shortly, so I'm going to go ahead and let the music take over just for a moment, and then I will be back to see you guys for the final flip through. Guys, here is the final flip through. I am so happy with how this turned out. I honestly think every page of this spread looks like something you would see on Pinterest, which is never the point of any of my spreads. I never want my spreads to look like something that would come off Pinterest. I want them to be almost simple and easy, because bullet journals don't have to be intricate. They don't have to be beautiful. They can be whatever you want them to be. But I am so happy with how this turned out. I still can't believe this is my spread. Like, I did this. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did, and I can't wait to bring you guys along for April, for the summer, for my graduation. So please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'm gonna go ahead and let Sarah in the chair take over the video. So like the voiceover was saying, I do have a lot planned. April and May are going to be crazy months between graduating, apartment hunting, applying for jobs, and all the fun things that come along with graduating college and taking a gap year. And I'm extremely excited to take you guys along for that journey. And if you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do try to post vlogs once a week. I also post yoga content every Sunday. So if you're into journaling and lifestyle and yoga, or you want to get into yoga, please hit that subscribe button. Come along and join this little itty bitty family. Maybe we can hit my goal of 100 subscribers before I graduate in May. And if you do help me get to that goal, thank you so much. And I will see you guys in my next video on Sunday for a yoga video. But until then, have a lovely week. Have a lovely rest of your day. And I will see you then. Namaste.